Life update. Burn some rose incense for love. All right, so if you follow me, I have been sharing my journey, my healing journey of when I was sexually abused as a child. And I'm healed. If you're new to my videos, I made it to the other side. But I definitely still like to post these videos for encouragement for anyone else who is still kind of being silenced or is scared to speak their truth. Let me move this over here. But yeah, I have an update. So I'm going to do my makeup while I tell you. So last year, I had reached a point in my journey where I decided that I finally forgave my family for the things that they have done, and even forgave my father, who was the one that sexually abused me as a child. So I pulled up at my mom's house one day because I started talking to her first. And then one day I was like, you know what? I think I finally forgive my dad. So I pulled up to their house and kind of like surprised him after not seeing or talking to him for like over a year. And yeah, he was very surprised to see me. I was kind of just ready to put the past behind me. Fast forward, the update is they're blocked again. They're blocked. Reason is because I spent all that time in isolation, not talking to my family for however long that was, a year and a half, I think. Or yeah, it was about a year and a half or close to that. And while I used that separation time to heal, I feel like they didn't do anything. So I brought them back into my life, and they were still on the same BS. They were still in their victim mentality. So basically, me and my mom, we started hanging out a little bit more. And there was one day we went to Trader Joe's, and she was like, "Oh, those videos that you had posted. Oh my God, just like the drama that like happened after that. Everybody was talking about it. I was just losing my mind." And I was like, "Ma, I'm like, this is like my platform. I'm using it to speak my truth." And like, I feel like she was trying to silence me again. And I mean, I get it. That's embarrassing for you, but you made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. Respectfully. And again, this is my platform, and I'm not letting people silence me anymore. I'm going to speak my truth. Then I started sharing with them, both my mom and my dad, how I pretty much healed myself, like the shadow work that I had to do, showing them the books that I've read that just helped me with my journey, and honestly trying to help them because I see that, they're still carrying traumas from their childhood still. So I was just like, all right, like, let me give you the key to how to start healing from, yeah, your childhood wounds. And my mom was still on the trying to make excuses. One, I mean, hey, I can't say whether this is true or not, but my mom's making it seem like she doesn't carry any trauma, that her childhood was very innocent and very happy, and there's nothing that she carries. My mom, she did have breast cancer, and for those who know about spirituality and just the body, we create the illnesses in our body. So with her, and we don't have a history of breast cancer, so the fact that she developed breast cancer, I'm like, clearly that's something that she has blocked in her heart chakra, that she either is just not aware of or she's ignoring. So for her, she feels like she has kind of nothing to work on, right? And then with my dad, she just kept making excuses for him, like, oh, but he, your dad just been through so much, and I'm here looking at her like I didn't go through stuff, girl. I got raped as a child. So anyway, so moving on, excuse me, moving on to my dad. I recommended the Joe Dispenza book, the what is it called? Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. That book, recommended. I do have it in my showcase if you are interested, if you wanted to show support. But I was recommending that book. He went and bought the book, and weeks went by and he never opened the book. So he would call me sometimes to talk, and he would just say things, and I'm just like, Dad, just read this book. Just read this book. And I'm here trying to just give him words of encouragement and trying to help him, but I can tell that he like doesn't want to do the work or doesn't want to be helped. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop because I'm wasting my energy on this man, honestly. The fact that they were just still just talking like just very negative and just like never looking things as, I don't know, what's it called? The glass half full instead of glass half empty, and just looking at things from a more positive perspective. I'm like, okay, this is not really that good for me. So I kind of stopped trying to help them because obviously, like I said, they didn't want to be helped. So I started just kind of like distancing myself a little bit because I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go over here and just keep watering on my garden while you guys deal with your stuff respectfully. And then my mom noticed that I started to get a little distant. Gonna take a quick break because I wanted to show you this curve case that, as you can see, I love to use to just add a little dimension on my face, and it's not too heavy. I kind of just be dipping them, whatever, but it's just a very light contour, and it just gives you like a nice subtle bronze, as you can see. And I'm going to show you the blush. Look at the blush. It's just so pretty. I love this so much. So if you're interested, I'm going to have it linked below. Where did I leave off? You know what? Let's go to a part 2. So this is part 2 to my update story time on my trauma and where I'm at in my journey. So go watch part 1 if you have not already. So as I am now just reclaiming my energy, because I'm like, I'm wasting too much of my valuable energy on people that don't like want to be helped. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come back and water my own garden. So I'm here minding my business, enjoying myself, reading, educating myself, just being in the present moment, connecting with God, doing what the heck I gotta do for myself, right? My mom, she messages me and she's like, I am sensing a distance from you. And I was just like, yeah, Ma, like, I'm kind of doing my own thing right now. And she's like, oh, I just want you to be happy. I'm just, I just want to see you smiling. I'm like, Mom, I'm happy. Why? What makes you think that I'm not? Basically, she just thinks that I'm happy because I'm not calling her like I used to every day. Because I used to, back in the day, when I used to get off of work, I used to call her right away because I just knew that she always expected a call from me. So even though I didn't have nothing to talk about, and even though I knew that she was just going to use that conversation to just talk about herself, because she would never really ask like how I'm doing, she used to just kind of just say what she got to say, and then be like, all right, I'll talk to you later. And honestly, that used to drain me. It really used to drain me. So she was just like, oh, yeah, because you don't call me anymore. And so I was like, this is not about me. This is about you. So basically I told her, I was like, Ma, like, I don't know why you think that something's wrong with me. I'm like, if you're feeling upset about something, maybe you should talk to God or go inwards to figure out what's making you, so sad. And she's like, no, like, I'm good, like, I'm happy. You know that I also look for God a lot. So I was like, okay, well, good. Well, now that we addressed that I'm happy and you're happy, we got no problems, right? Then, more recently, this was literally on, the Chinese New Year on the 17th. So she sends me a good morning text I was too busy. Ooh, my little nose clip fell. Let me put this here for now. I was too busy kind of doing my morning, um, connecting with God and everything and just journaling and doing my routine. So I was like, all right, I don't got time to respond right now because I'm busy. So I didn't respond. And then hours passed by. I still didn't respond because I was still busy. And she still, and then no, and then she went and texted me again. And so I was like, all right, let me see what she wants. So, I responded back and I was like, hi. And she was just like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. How are you? Or I don't even know if I said how are you. I'm like, I'm good. And she's like, okay. She's like, how's how's your hubby and how's your son? And I was like, they're good. And they're like, she's like, okay. And she's like, because I was having like a little bit of like an appetite problem around my birthday. And yeah, like my body just was not tolerating any foods. Like I would just get completely nauseous, which I know that those were like ascension symptoms and stuff like that. My body was going through like upgrading. Um, so she was just like, oh, and how's your nausea? And I was like, it's good and stuff. And she's like, okay, good. And then I kind of was like, all right, I'm like, because one thing, especially just because I was busy, I was like, I just wasn't with the small talk. So I was like, Mom, I'm really busy right now. Um, I'm like, I'll talk to you later. And she's like, oh, okay, sorry. And my mom, I think that she has I don't know if she has like maybe abandonment wounds or something. I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like there's something there that maybe she doesn't feel loved. And this is my assumption because there was a time where my sister-in-law, she had graduated from college and we went to her graduation party and my mom hadn't seen my brother in a really long time. And when she saw him, she was just like crying, 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 like pretty much like, oh, like you don't talk to me, you don't do this and that. And like my brother's also one that he just be living his life, like, traveling, doing what he gotta do. But she just felt like so offended that like he doesn't like look for her. But it's just like you can't, something, this is what I've learned in my journey too. You can't expect other people or anything outside of you, period, to bring you happiness. You have to find happiness within yourself. And she has not learned how to do that. So when the people that she loves, um, they don't give her the attention and the love that she needs, I feel like that's when her inner child comes out and kind of has an episode. And so since she says that she's happy and that there is nothing wrong with her, like it's not my responsibility to fix that, to make her realize that. Like that is her own journey. So protect my peace and my energy, my body was just saying that I had to block her with no explanation, no nothing. Like a confirmation for me to actually like make that decision. I had to listen to my body because when I was responding to her message on the 17th, I was saying that she had like texted me twice because I didn't respond to her. My body was feeling it. As soon as I was responding, I was feeling this pain in my back. And I'm like, I'm not carrying anybody's baggage. Like, we need to start listening to our bodies. Our bodies will tell you if something is just not good for you. You feel tension in your shoulders, you feel tension in your back, wherever you just feel dis-ease, you have to figure out what's causing that dis-ease and remove it. And this is not to throw absolute any shade to them. Like I'm not posting these videos to start drama or to talk ish. Like it just is what it is. So if you're one that feels like you're carrying the weight of your family just uses you as I don't know if this would be the right terminology, but the scapegoat or something. like that's not for you to carry. They can't keep running from their issues and expect you to take care of it for them. This time around, this block, it's just so different. When I blocked them the first time, I blocked them because I needed time to heal and work on myself. I feel like this block, the reason is because I value and love myself too much. It's a self-love move. It's not to say that I'll never talk to them again. Maybe if they do decide to face their shadows and heal and meet me where I'm at, then yeah, maybe I'll open those doors again one day. But you're not going to drag me back down to your hell when I've already done too much work to get myself up to where I am. Let me smudge this real quick and then we're going to go to a part 3. I don't know if it's part 3 or 4 of my update on my trauma healing journey. So go watch the other couple of videos before watching this one. But I really gotten to the point in my journey where I really love myself. I realize that I'm such a beautiful soul inside and out, and realize that people have honestly abused my kindness. I'm gonna do my lips real quick. The super smudged, but I'm gonna use my Italia Deluxe lip liner. You can get this off the TikTok shop, like the whole set for super cheap. If it's still available, I'm going to link it down below if you're interested. And of course, it's supporting me. But anyway, so yeah, I just realized I'm such a beautiful soul, and my family and other people from my past really, they traumatized me so bad that it made me like forget who the heck I am. You see how pigmented this is? And such a pretty brown. And it slides, or glides, not slides. It glides like butter. And then for my, this is like my go-to lip gloss from the beauty supply. Like $2.99. It's like a lip oil, but it's, I love it. Look at this. So anyway, but I've always been such a loving and giving person, always. And it's always just came from my heart. That's just who I am naturally. People have abused that. And not that I ever was like keeping tabs of, oh my God, I give you so much and like you never give me stuff. But it just, when I realized that people weren't reciprocating the love, I was just like it just didn't make sense to me. Because I'm like, when you love someone, like you want to take care of them. But I feel like the people that were surrounding me, they just wanted to take. And I honestly said, no more. And something about me is that I've always been a girl's girl. Like I've never felt like I was in competition with my friends. Like it's always like, if I eat, girl, you eat. It's just that type of thing. Like there's room for all of us at the top, you know? There's a lot of people that they feel like just because you're happy, you're doing good in life, or whatever it is, you got things going for you, that they're like, oh, well, that means that there's no room for me at the top. There is. There's room for everybody. I love hyping up another pretty girl. I don't feel no jealousy at all. But girl, you are working it. Girl, yes, twerk that thing. Do whatever it is. Like I'm always gonna hype another baddie up. But there's people also in my circle that have shown me that they're not a girl's girl. They've showed very, very weird behavior. So those are people that I kind of had to just kind of leave in the past too. And this is not on no cocky shit. Like for me, there's like a difference between being cocky and being confident. For me, like when someone is cocky, they have to feel like they're the best in the room. They have to tear other people down to make themselves feel better. When you're confident in who you are, you don't look down at other people. Like for me, I would never dim somebody else's light just to make myself feel better. Like I already know I'm beautiful just the way I am. I don't need to compete with other people. And I can also admire someone else for being, again, beautiful and confident in their own way. It's not supposed to be like a competitive game. I can look at a beautiful and successful woman and see it as like, wow, it is possible. Like, I can do that too. Again, not in a competition way, just in a healthy, I admire you type of way. Moral of the story is choose yourself first. Get rid of any, I guess, baggage that's kind of weighing you down. Keep like just good people in your life that reciprocate the same love to you, and just keep looking forward. Don't look back. Know that God is on your side, even if you have to block your entire family, like whatever it is that you have to do. Know that you're never truly alone. God is by your side. I want to call it God, universe, your higher self, whatever. It is by your side and is guiding you towards your destiny. And if people don't want to follow you, then that's on them. That's for them to take up with God. That's not your responsibility. But yeah, on this page, I just really want to just start um, teaching others more about self-love and all different types of ways. So if you don't follow me already, I encourage you to do so if you want. But yeah, all love on this page, love and support. I'm a girl's girl, so follow me, I'll follow you back, and let's just build a beautiful community. Love you.